This is my first episode of a new little series I'm doing called Rich's Tips. I'm going to title this one Start Smart, Start Small. And this is going to be about seed starting. When I first started doing seeds, I did what most people do and went out and bought a few of these. These hold 72 seeds each. That's great if you're growing a lot of the same item. I would start maybe the first 2 rows tomatoes, peppers, eggplants. It worked great for a while, but I started to find the shortcomings of it. One of which is everything you put in here is undergoing the exact same conditions. Now it does have underneath a lid, which is great. And you would keep the lid on top, and that would increase the humidity, help the seeds germinate. But one of the problems I encountered was some seeds would already be germinated, some seeds would already be growing, and there'd still be some little tiny seedlings just popping out. Some things take a lot longer to germinate than others. So what I still have these, I'm not going to complain, they do work great. But what I've moved to for most of my seeds now are these. I buy these at a local store for $1. The only time they're available are this time of year. I've actually bought these this morning, and there's a lot of advantages I see to smaller seed starting trays. For one thing, these do only grow 12, and they also have a dome and the basin for the water at the bottom. They're $1 each. Can't beat that. Whereas the larger ones are $5, $6, $7, $8. You could pay $10 in some cases for them. And they do grow 36 for the smaller ones, 72 for the larger ones. I like these because I have a lot more control. I can, in this first one, put cherry tomatoes. And this one I could put, let's say, lettuce. And this one I could put eggplants, peppers in that one. And then I could put broccoli or cauliflower in that one. And then what I could do is, let's say the tomatoes come up quick. I could quickly get the dome off the seedlings so they could grow. They don't need all that moisture once they come out usually. And I could keep the dome on top of the eggplants, which are just starting to pop out of the ground. You get a lot more control with these smaller seed starting trays than with the bigger ones. And they're a little cheaper in the end. I would highly advise getting these. For one thing, you could start off a lot smaller. And for another thing, you have more control. And that concludes this Rich's tip. Tip number 1, start small, start smart.